Welcome to the island, guys. We are going back. It's Wednesday. I need to keep saying I need to get back to the summer camp, but then today I had too good of an idea that I didn't quite get there. So we're going back to the city and just like out to the outskirts here a little bit. But first, toy of the day. So a couple days ago, my dad gave me these 1950s finger puppets. So we did this fox, and I said I was going to go from most horrifying, or least horrifying to most horrifying. So I softened you up with this one because I didn't think he was too creepy. Today is the second one, and it is this owl. And I really liked this owl. And it keeps reminding me that I need to do an owl. In fact, I should have saved it for an owl day, but too late. The cat is out of the bag. The toothpaste is out of the tube. And I really like how much the paint has worn away on this owl and his yellow pea coat. Maybe I should wear a yellow pea coat. Or would that be like a little too Dick Tracy? I don't know. So, he was colored on the back of his head. But he's really cool. Again, one of those finger puppets from the 50s. So he will join Mr. Fox. And they are going to just chill out over here until I get to the other three, which maybe will be tomorrow. I don't know. So today I'm doing a picture for a very special birthday. Oh, I hear Mr. Best Friend barking. We did Beatrice, one of my first ones there, and then I decided, Beatrice is a gardener. She keeps to herself, but she's also a little nosy in town. And that maybe she should go on a date. She had a date coming up, so she went and saw Diva the bear, and she wasn't so sure about acting, getting all dressed up. That really wasn't her, really her comfort zone. And she ended up getting all dressed up and going out on this date with the Great Escargot, the local snail magician, and it did not go very well. So I've got 3 pictures already with Beatrice, and I just can't help myself. I'm going to go again because I thought of something for a 4th. So Beatrice is going to get 4 pictures, but I'm going to have her have a nice meeting that just, the other one was a little forced. So this is going to be more organic, dating setup for Beatrice. Maybe it'll just start out as a nice friendship. Because Wednesday, today, it is the birthday of the great Willie Nelson. And I love Willie Nelson. And I think it would be really great if we could have, and he'll be a bee because Beatrice is a bee. And I thought, and he pollinates. Since Beatrice is really into growing plants, you see where I'm going with this. She's really into potting and soil and seeing things grow and working with her hands, that maybe she would meet this nice bee named Nellie Wilson. And Nellie Wilson owns a nursery, plant nursery. And so I think that they will kindle a very nice friendship, because she can go to see Nellie to get all of her gardening supplies and go to his greenhouse. And he's very smart about having lots of good suggestions of what's going to help things grow. Got to remember not to forget that he has wings and a bee butt. Things that I could just slip past me. So here she's going to be meeting Mr. Nellie Wilson here, and they're just striking up a nice conversation. Because like having like interests is important, right? And she's going to be just so pleased. They're having a really nice conversation. And let's see, what should she be holding? So he's going to have just a bunch of potted plants here. I'll pencil them in a little better here in a minute. And she's going to be carrying some things too. Maybe I was going to make her carrying a big thing of Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's instead of holding plants, I'm gonna have him. I don't know. I need to erase that. He'll be carrying like going to help load up a bunch of bags of fertilizer for her and topsoil and things, and she can just be carrying a little tray. Yeah, maybe I'll go like kind of more elbows out because she's going to be holding a tray of pots, you know, a little organizer of pots, like a little 4-packer. I don't know that much about plant nurseries, but that's about the general gist I'll get. So anyway, let me just kind of pencil this in a little better, and then we'll just jump ahead into doing a little bit of inking once I kind of get this kind of laid out how I like. So this will take a little finagling, so we'll be right back. All right, I kind of just generally sketched this in. I realized it's been a while since I've been to go pick out starter plants, and we kept a vegetable garden at the house, and by we I mean Jen. I haven't, you know, I've gone out there and helped. I always was the one to go out and till the garden, but that was usually about where my assistance ended, which is too bad. I wish maybe we'll have more time this year since we're home a little more for the time being, but hopefully not. Hopefully we're like, instead we're like back to work full time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Speaking of which, because I thought of Willie Nelson, because yeah, it's his birthday, but I saw that because they were talking about a story about, oh, he's got a new album coming out, and he's been doing this fundraiser where he's signing masks that somebody made. It looks like they're made out of like bandana handkerchief material or something. And oh, speaking of, I should probably put like the little kind of like it's been rolled up a little bit. Just put like that, just the hint of it. Been signing like 500 masks, and they're going to do them all for auction. I thought, what a cool thing for old Willie Nelson to do. I had like a very, like last year, there's been a few little Willie Nelson things that popped into my life, because I'm not like a country music guy at all, but I can appreciate a lot of it. But last summer we were taking a family road trip out to the Black Hills of South Dakota, and I happened to be at the record store because I still buy some albums and CDs and things, and they had a Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits CD, and I thought, wow, we should have that for the car ride. So it just seemed like a thing to listen to while you're driving through the prairie, because if I was going to listen to anything country, I would want it to be Willie Nelson. So I bought that Willie Nelson CD, and we listened to that, and that was like the soundtrack for a lot of our road trip. And then also, I went to Austin, Texas for the first time back in February. My buddy Joe, and we had a fantastic time out in Austin, which has a lot of, Willie Nelson has a lot of roots there, of course, with Austin City Limits. So we had to go get our picture taken with that statue outside. There's a bronze statue of Willie outside, and there's a lot of murals that we got our pictures taken in front of and took pictures of Willie Nelson and other places. So it was like there's a few Willie Nelson just things that popped into my life in the last year. And then when I saw it was his birthday, and that he's just, you know, just seems like such a cool guy that does a lot of good things, that maybe he would like to be, because he's another bee on Ampersand Island, but not Willie Nelson, because this is Nellie Wilson, not Willie Nelson. This is Nellie Wilson, the bee. Just in case there's some sort of issue there, this is Nellie Wilson. There, I'll put one more little ziggity zaggity there, little stripies. Then he looked nice. He looks so friendly too. And then I've done so many musicians, especially with the Radio Waves, or not Radio Waves, that's up in Grand Marais, which is also awesome. But Homegrown Music Festival here going on in Duluth. So I did all these musicians the last couple days. I thought, well, it's so fun to do this character. I don't need another character right now. holding another guitar. He needs to do something else. Like, we could do something better than that, something a little more creative than, I don't want to say just another musician, obviously, but we need more occupations on this island. We just can't have it be an island of musicians, right? As musicians are saying, yes, yes, we can. But, and he can be that also, obviously. But he is also going to have a day job, and he's going to run the nursery. Or isn't that what they call it? A greenhouse. Garden, nursery. What do we call it? Is there a difference? We'll call it a greenhouse. That sounds... the greenhouse. Because we know that Willie Nelson's into plants that can grow, things that come from the ground. He's done so much for farmers too, Farm Aid and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think I'm speaking in untruth, right? Boy, I'm really drawing slow today. How long has this been going on for? Hope you don't mind. I'll sketch in a little bit more of Beatrice, and then I'll just jump right in to fill the rest of this background in, and then I'll go into turbo paint mode. But let me at least get Beatrice. I never know if you guys wouldn't want to just like sit and watch me draw this whole thing in. I don't even know if you want to watch this much. If you're watching this much, maybe you do. But it would be a bit much. Thinking, I don't know if this is a thing that exists. It's like a drink holder like you get at, I don't know if you go through a drive-thru, but it's just going to hold plants. And I don't know, I keep drawing like just like basic daisies because I don't know that much about plants, but let's just make a plant that kind of looks like this kind of thing. And then we will, the nice thing about Ampersand Island is we could just call this plant whatever we wanted, and we could just say that it exists in this world, and there's nothing you could do to tell me I'm wrong, because it's my imagination. And that's kind of the nice part about doing creative things for yourself. We can just throw that there. She's got her wings. I realized when drawing there, I realized I remembered to give her her bee-butt, but I forgot to give her a wing sticking out. And then I tried to justify it like, oh, well, maybe just at the moment that I'm drawing this, or, you know, she just kind of turned a certain way, and that's, you know, like the wing is flat against her back. But I know deep down in my mind that I just totally spaced it. So there she is. So let me just jump ahead. I got this just started going. I'm just going to fill in the background here of just these little trays of and aisles of nice green things here with a couple of shoppers in the background. So we'll just go into turbo paint mode. Let's buzz away. All right, there it is. So here is Nellie Wilson meeting Beatrice here at Nellie Wilson's greenhouse. I was saying nursery. I don't know if there's a difference between a nursery and a greenhouse. It'd be something I'd Google if I wasn't using my phone to make the video. I can only go off the knowledge I possess in my mind. So I know it's weird that I went back to this like scenario with Beatrice again already because I've done so many. But to be honest, I was actually feeling a little creator guilt that I sent her on this terrible blind date with this awful magician, the slow magician, the slug here. And it was weighing on my conscience. So I needed to rectify it. So here's a good interaction for Beatrice and Nellie Wilson. So I hope Willie Nelson has a magical, wonderful birthday. And hopefully everybody gets a chance to listen to a little Willie today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy birthday, Willie.